chaired by former Virginia Delegate A.C. Cardoza, is under fire for sending misleading mailers to black voters ahead of the state's special redistricting election. The mailer compares the referendum to Jim Crow-era voter suppression. It includes images of Klansmen and civil rights marches urging voters to vote no on this measure that would allow the state to redraw its congressional districts. But it does not contain any detailed information about the referendum ballot measure itself. Virginia black leaders say the messaging is misinforming and divisive. The Virginia Legislative Black Caucus and the NAACP Virginia State Conference both support the referendum, arguing redistricting could protect fair representation and counter manipulative tactics and threaten civil rights. And the vote, of course, is part of a national fight over gerrymandering, as Republican-controlled states like Texas, North Carolina, Missouri, and others recently redrew maps in ways critics say weakens minority voting power. Democrats in Virginia are urging voters to vote yes on the referendum, which would allow the state to redraw its maps. Now, early voting runs now through April 18th, with a special election taking place on April 21st. Now, show the flyer again. Pull the flyer up. Pull the flyer up. Come on. Guys, could you please show? No, the flyer. We just showed the flyer. Thank you. Come on, show that. Yes. Okay, this is the flyer. Or freeze it. Just like Jim Crow, our ancestors fought to represent us. Now Richmond politicians are trying to take our districts away. Y'all, that's a lie. Let me be real clear. They're not taking away black districts. That is an absolute, fundamental, undeniable lie. Now, the brother who was behind this, we reached out to. Initially, he said yes, he would come on the show. But then he then called back and said, no, I can't do it. Yeah, I wonder why he sort of had that change of heart. So give me 1 second. I want to show y'all this here. So he sent us this statement, and let me provide it for y'all. Okay, give me 1 second. Okay, let's see here. All right, then. You're not seeing my iPad. Here we go. All right, give me a second. I'm gonna show y'all this here. And so this is what, let's see here. We're not showing me yet. All right, come on. Let's see what's going on here. Hopefully it connects now. All right. Okay, here we go. So this was a statement that A.C. Cardoza sent us. Y'all go ahead and y'all pull it up. Y'all have it there. No, y'all pull it up. Y'all have the statement. Pull the statement up. So he says, Richmond politicians have ripped apart majority-minority districts in order to increase the number of white representatives from Northern Virginia. Dan Helmer, Don Beyer, and others diluted African-American vote strength to increase their own power. Plain and simple, some things never change. They help themselves. My community gets left behind. Okay, A.C. Cardoza, y'all, is lying. A.C., let me say this again. I need everybody in Virginia to understand. A.C. Cardoza is lying. Who was the force behind? Who was the force behind 10-1? You see what he's doing? He's trying to say 2 white men are behind this. This was one of the leaders right here, Louise Lucas. Fox News did a story on her, and this was her quote to them: "Y'all started, and we effing finished it." A.C. Cardoza is lying. He don't want to say that Louise Lucas, the Senate pro tem leader, is the one who led this in the Senate. What he also doesn't want to do is he also does not want to tell folk that the person in the House is Speaker Don Scott. Let me say it again. He doesn't want to do that. Y'all see what he's doing. He's trying to sit here and make it clear that he wants, this is the lie the Republicans are pushing. A.C. Cardoza is pushing the lie that that it's white Republicans. No. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and play this for y'all. That was a meeting that took place, and this is the black Speaker of the House in Virginia, Don Scott, and the black Speaker Pro Tem in the Senate, Louise Lucas, coming out to address the media the day before it passed the General Assembly. Two black people are behind this. Listen.
Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Look, Donald Trump knows he's going to lose the midterms. He knows it. That's why he's started this mess in the first place. I tried to tell you all that. First he calls Texas, give me more seats. Then that's not enough. So he calls North Carolina, Missouri, Ohio. I need more, I need more. Today we are leveling the playing field. These are not ordinary times, and Virginia will not sit on the sidelines while it happens. We made a promise to level the playing field, and today we're keeping our promise. Our maps are ready. Virginia's ready. We said 10-1, and we meant it. And we are proud to deliver a map that stands up for democracy, to stand up for Virginians, to stand up and give us a voice. He started this mess, and Virginia is going to finish it.
Virginia to the rescue. Senator Lucas said it best. We've been working really hard to make sure that we got this delivered. This is about leveling the playing field across the country. Republicans are gerrymandering maps to override the will of the voters. We just saw it in Texas, North Carolina, and Missouri. At Donald Trump's direction, they're manipulating election maps because they know they can't win on their agenda in 2026. So instead of changing their ideas, they're trying to rig the system. A 10-1 map levels the playing field, and we're ready to move forward. Today, we're making good on our promise by releasing the maps publicly. We're going to get them released either by the end of the day or early tomorrow. We'll get those maps released. And putting them out in the open and allowing them to be debated the way they should be in a democracy. We're going to leave it up to Virginia voters. Maps are ready. Virginia's ready. As my senator said many times, 10-1. 10-1. Thank y'all.
So again, AC Cordoza. Now go back to my iPad. These are the two black people leading the effort in Virginia, not white Virginians. Oh, nice try. Y'all put a black Republican up. Now, Cordoza, you more than welcome to come on the show to discuss it. I mean, my producer reached out to you, and you said you were going to make some time, but then you're like, oh, no, I can't do it. Did somebody tell you not to come on my show, AC? I would love for you to come explain these flyers. Show them again. Show the flyers, okay? Roll the video out the flyer. Here we go. I want you to freeze it right there. Come on. Now, that's right there. Vote no and return your ballot to ensure your voice is heard. Y'all, this is a lie. This is how white Republicans pimp black Republicans to try to fool black people. This is nonsense. Now show the other one, y'all, because it's before this one. It's a video. Roll the video. Roll it. Freeze right there. Look at them. You freeze. Y'all see this here? Just like Jim Crow, they want to silence your voice. Vote no and return your ballot immediately to ensure your voice is heard. This is the lie that they are pushing in Virginia because they are afraid of Virginia doing this. Now let me remind y'all, the United States Supreme Court ruled that they have no role to play in political gerrymandering. Now, I would ask AC Cordoza, AC, were you critical when Republicans in Texas created 5 seats in their favor? Were you critical when Republicans in Missouri took the congressional? And see, AC, I'm going to give you the questions in advance. Since you care about minority representation, AC Cordoza, are you on the record criticizing white Republicans in Missouri for gerrymandering the seat of Congressman Emanuel Cleaver? I would ask you this, AC Cordoza. Are you calling out white Republicans in North Carolina for gerrymandering the seat of CBC member Don Davis? Are you, AC Cordoza, calling out white Republicans in Texas for going from 4 black seats to 2 in Texas? I'm just curious. AC Cordoza, did you call out Governor Ron DeSantis 2 years ago when he redrew the lines in Florida that eliminated a black member of Congress? I'll wait. AC Cardoza, have you weighed in on the Louisiana versus Calais decision that could wipe out black representation all across the South? I'll wait. AC Cardoza, have you called out the white Republican in Tarrant County who gerrymandered out the commissioner seat of black commissioner Elisa Simmons? To me, these are fair questions. If you are going to present a flyer saying this about Democrats in Virginia, are you quiet when white Republicans have done it across the country? Dr. Mustafa Santiago Ali, former senior advisor for environmental justice at the EPA out of Washington, D.C., will be with us. And Randy Bryant, entrepreneur, author, speaker out of D.C. Dr. Larry J. Walker, associate professor, University of Central Florida out of Orlando. Glad to have both of y'all here. Larry, I'll start with you. I'm just asking a very basic question. If AC Cardoza is concerned about black representation, was he silent when Republicans did this to black people all across the country? I think he probably was quiet, Larry.
He was quiet as a church mouse. And you know, Roland, one of the problems when we see this, and we've seen this for the last several years, is when black folks are used as essentially as kind of a mask in terms of what right wingers are really trying to do to disenfranchise black voters. So this is just another example. Obviously, he doesn't want to come on his show and deal with any of the smoke, but it's always troubling to me to see a black face put on to, like I said, prevent black folks from making sure all the rights that we fought for over the centuries and throughout the Jim Crow era and fighting for the Voting Rights Act of 1965 to a position now where you say the two top representatives in both chambers are black folks who are fighting to challenge some of the issues you see in the state of Florida. You'll see redistricting coming up soon in April. What we saw in Texas and some of the other states you identified. This is an all hands on deck situation. This is why Senator Lucas called out the leader in Maryland in terms of redistricting. This is not a game. And if we don't take the necessary steps to address what's happening in Texas and the other states, black folks are going to be locked out. And it's going to dilute black political power. And this is ultimately what is the aim, to make sure they also rig the game in terms of more white males hold positions of power. And once again, they'll continue to dismantle all these programs that black folks have fought through the civil rights era.
Again, this whole idea that, oh my God, it's these white folks. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go even further. Go to my iPad, Anthony. Randy, this is the House Majority Leader in Virginia. So the House Majority Leader in Virginia, black, Democrat. The Senate Pro Tem, Louise Lucas, black. The Speaker of the House in Virginia, Don Scott, black. But AC Cardoza wants to put a statement out saying, is white Democrats doing this? No, we got the facts over here.
He's just doing the call and beckoning for obviously some white politicians. And that's unfortunate that he's willing to be used like that. We all know that tokens do get spent. And one thing is that black people, we know now that all skin folk ain't kin folk. We've learned that lesson. And so what I hope that we do is that we ensure that we do our research when we see a black person giving us some information. Because it's not always accurate and they're not always acting in our best regard. So it's important that we pay attention, that we do our own research. It's really sickening to me that he would use some images and parts of our history that he knows will trigger us to manipulate us into believing a lie and voting against our best interests. I mean, how low do you have to go? And what does he think that he's ultimately going to gain from it? Because again, we all know that tokens get spent.
I want y'all to show it again. So, first of all, now pull up Cardoza first. So pull up Cardoza's statement first. Okay, y'all. This right here, this is the black Republican in Virginia who said Richmond politicians have ripped apart majority-minority districts in order to increase the number of white representatives from Northern Virginia. And then he cites one member of Congress, one guy running, and he said to dilute African-American voter strength. Now, y'all, show the flyer. Show the flyer. Okay, this is the flyer. Our ancestors fought to represent us, all these black people. Now Richmond politicians are trying to take our districts away. That's a lie. Okay, show the second part of the flyer. Okay, so he wants them to vote no. Okay, so this is video of the flyer itself. Just like Jim Crow, they want to silence your voice. Now, let me explain to everybody who's watching. There are 4 African Americans on the Republican side in Congress. All of them will not be in Congress in January. Byron Donalds is running for governor. Burgess Owens is because they gerrymandered his seat in Utah. He's scared to run in that seat. Wesley Hunt ran for the United States Senate in Texas, came in 3rd in the Republican primary. He's gone. And 4th is John James. He's running for United States Senate in Michigan. He's going to lose, so he's going to be gone. So there will be 0 black Republicans in the House next year unless a black Republican wins in November. Here's why what A.C. Cardoza said is a lie. Pull his statement back up. I want to expose y'all to lie. He said Dan Helmer, Don Beyer, and others diluted African-American vote strength to increase their own power. Let me explain to you why there's a lie. Okay, you can take that down. So what A.C. Cardoza is not telling black people in Virginia is that if Democrats gain control of the House, go to my iPad, these black people are going to be in power. These black people are going to be committee chairs. These black people are going to be subcommittee chairs. What he did not tell you is that in this black man from Virginia, Bobby Scott, if the Democrats could take control of the House, Bobby Scott will be back in charge of a key committee dealing with education. Why did HBCUs get $17 billion under Biden-Harris? Because Bobby Scott was the co-chair, was a subcommittee chair driving the money. Come on, back to my iPad. The Homeland Security, that committee, that man right there, if he wins his primary, Benny Thompson, what the primary last night? Let me know what happened. Okay, he will be the chair of that committee. Danny Davis is retiring. Gregory Meeks, foreign relations, yep, he'll be the one in control of that. Then you have, again, I can go down here. Who's going to be, hold up, where's Maxine Waters? She will be in control of the House Financial Services Committee. So what A.C. Cardoza would not say is that black members of Congress will have more power if this happens. Black members of Congress will have power to get things done for black people. See, Mustafa, this is the whole shell game. White Republicans, y'all still have Mustafa? Okay. White Republicans put up a black Republican as their front to try to push the okie doke on black people. And the flyer he's putting out is a lie. It's a flat out lie. And so he wants MAGA to still be in charge. Black Virginians, let me remind y'all, it's MAGA that let Doge happen. And that cost Virginia hundreds of thousands of jobs. It's MAGA Republicans in the House that allowed Elon Musk to put his cuts in that actually hurt Virginia. It's MAGA Republicans that stood with Donald Trump and caused Texas to change there. It's MAGA Republicans that cut the grants for black health and black businesses and has actually impacted black businesses all across the country by freezing contracts. So A.C. Cardoza, if you care about black people, why don't you come on the only daily black news show in America, that centers black people and come talk to black people about your flyer and explain to black people why your flyer isn't a lie. Because you know it's a lie. And you don't want to be exposed for being a modern day Isaiah T. Montgomery.